And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Able to get to him. Joseph Osai. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Shedding the tackle. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 10, Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Yeah, he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
Jackson now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, Fooled him with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch. Field and decide you're going for it and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings 3. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Hands it off out of the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now back to throw.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
Touchdown, Vikings! Mecole Hardman, 66 yards.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
To try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's a 27-10 score now. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Raven first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Vikings 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Pushing his way through. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
44, Vikings 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Ravens 51, Vikings 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'm gonna go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this time, Jackson will throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to say...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 72, Vikings 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first three quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
On the move to his left.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's a give up the middle. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to